Yo, it's Tuesday. We got the rundown. Intellect News Network. Got the latest and the greatest news. The headlines for you. Of course, Trump inauguration. His executive orders. Talking about the immigration policy. And what else is going on? I'm also writing this book on gentrification, so y'all stay tuned to that. It's gonna be something big. I did my research. I've been digging into that for about the last 4 years. And as you can see, the world is shifting and changing and from new development. So it's going to be real interesting. But let's get into this news right quick. For sure. So we're going to start with a couple things, First thing first, let's talk about the birthright. Trump is talking about ending the birthright citizenship. So you got a couple states right now that's going to sue. So with that, you have California, you have Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Hawaii, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Rhode Island, Vermont, Wisconsin. You got to think, okay, it's a fundamental right to birthright citizenship. It was rooted in the 14th Amendment. Basically, it started from our ancestors, our slavery ancestors. It was born in the ashes of slavery. Basically, is the cornerstone of our nation. Commitment to justice, as they say, because, they all about justice. And, Martin Luther King, that's what we fought for. Our four founder brothers, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. And basically, so, they brought us here. They had to give us some type of citizenship. So they created this amendment for us to become citizens because they put us to work and we built this country. So with that happening, they made an amendment, basically for my ancestors, slavery, to give us citizenship. And now, Trump hasn't educated himself on that at all. And what you say, I think we're the only country that has that still. No, you have Canada has it. Canada has the birthright citizenship. If you're born there, you're a citizen. Mexico has it. So, if you believe what this man saying, he's talking out his ass. Clearly. But, yeah, so we're dealing with the birthright. He wants to take that back. He's sending troops to the border. Now, y'all was all going crazy because he told y'all last time, we're going to build this wall. We're going to build the wall. Build the wall. Build the wall. Ain't built no damn wall yet. So now he about to send the troops there. He about to deploy troops. Yeah. Deploy troops on USO. But you see, you got to be working with Mexico because Mexico is protecting the 300 miles or trying to keep them on that side. Now, far as I know, there have been immigrants committing crimes since I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? I remember getting locked up and the immigrants that was doing crimes, they deport them right back. So you can't tell me it's just immigrants here, they're committing crimes, we're doing nothing about it. Because I know y'all was shipping them back. The point is, once you deport them back, the motherfuckers still come back. So you deport them, spend all that money, waste all that time, getting information together, who they are, deploying them, sending them back to their country. And these motherfuckers end up finding a way back over here again. So this has been happening time after time. You talking about 20, 30 years of this cycle happening. And basically until you catch them, they go be coming back. And then you send them back and then they go be coming right back. So you really have to find a system if you really want to control that to eliminate that problem. Immigrants coming back and forth or committing crimes, and because you basically not charging for the crime, you're sending them back to their country. Their country is not locking them up for the crime that you charged them over here with. So unless they kill somebody, y'all not doing nothing about it. Let's be real about it, But as we talking about immigrants, it's more than just the Hispanics. You know what I'm saying? More than just Mexicans, and I'm saying Asians, and you got Colombians, you got Nicaraguans. It's all type of people coming over here. So my thing is some of the people that's coming over here, it's not like they walking by foot or by train or bus. Y'all flying some of these people over here, really. So let's get real to it. All the immigrants that were stashed out in Chicago and like the situation the mayor was going through in New York, them people just ain't just get here on the bus. Like y'all was dropping them off of a bus. They say, okay, the guy from Texas, the governor was sending them here on bus loads to these urban cities like New York, Baltimore, Detroit, Chicago. Most of them were black mayors, and was stuck with the problem. But most of these people didn't get here like that. Somebody is sending for these people to come over here. It's not just by foot or by bus or by train. So let's get serious about that. So he's trying to end the birthright, and he wants to send the troops to the border. So we'll see how that goes. So today you got Trump about to do an address speaking about big tech. So of course you know why that is, because his right hand man Elon Musk is running the tech circuit right now. Of course we got the AI revolution going on. So all the big wigs are coming up to DC to basically get a piece of the pie, make sure they're not forgotten about. So everybody's in competition. So you're gonna have Microsoft there, NVIDIA there, representatives from all over. They even got the big guy from Soft Tech, I think it is, coming over here. I want to say he's from Chinese descent or Asian descent, but yeah, he's the big CEO over there. He owns most of the company. So today is business as usual for them, Like I say, with Elon Musk trying to be the big man on campus, I'm sure he's gonna take care of him first. When you donate $100 million to somebody's campaign, it's gonna make Elon Musk another $100 billion. You got to think risk versus reward. Why wouldn't I invest in somebody that I know is going to have my interests at hand? So Trump is not wasting no time. He definitely holding up to his promises. Those secret meetings they have in Mar-a-Lago, I'm sure, it goes down there. So ain't no telling what they got in their hands. You know what I'm saying? They greasing the palms right now. And Trump getting all his money together, all his backers. You seen what they doing with this Trump coin. They really need to investigate that. Because this man started a media company off of getting back on X, who's that again? Elon Musk. Let him back on, Thought that was good for the country, I guess, to say whatever the hell you want to say. But, everybody has that right because it's freedom of speech, But, so he got Trump Media. He started the Trump meme coin for cryptocurrency. Billions of dollars have been invested already. Last time I seen it, I think it was up to almost like $40, but the high was about $60. So, of course, Trump has something to do with that. So, if you think about it, if they get y'all to invest, run with the meme, motherfucker, go pull that money right out. It's a big joke. Right now, he needs money. You got to think, he got a lawsuit to where he owes somebody up to $200 million that they gave him insurance on, to where he didn't have to start payments yet, which was crazy. Remember that happened right before the election. So yeah, it's getting crazy. That man is really in some deep debt. And all these promises he made from all these people that donate to the campaign, he has to pay that back as well. That's why he's on this run right now. He's putting people in position that don't even deserve to be in position, that never had a political seat, never ran for office, never been in politics. So you got to think about that. It's a lot of promises being fulfilled right now. And as you can see, he's starting this week off with tech. 24 hours in, the first 36 hours, look like he's back to business. And I mean, it's second time around. So, you learn from the first time. He had his people gather. And I'm sure they said, first day, we need to start signing some executive orders. Because last presidency, he signed 2 executive orders the first week. So it looked pretty tacky, like he didn't know what he's doing. So this time for sure, he's been pressing and prepping. They definitely said, we're gonna start this off right. Look like we're taking action. But you had people in the government pissed off because he had the big techs, the big wigs in the tech industry sitting on the front row of the inauguration. From what I heard, you got Elizabeth Warren, Dick Durbin, and other people like, what the hell is going on? But that's what's about to happen, It's about to be all about business, The almighty dollar. The almighty dollar. And we back, my people. We back. So, yeah, let's talk about this. The pardon. He pardoned 1,600 people from January 6th. Now, come on now. So, I'm allowed to do a crime. Now, he was just talking about the immigrants committing crimes. But you just pardoned 1,600 people that damn near killed somebody once. They killed the officer. He died the next day. You got him destroying government property on camera. They have all this on camera. It's all footage. Not alleged. It's all footage on this. You have them obstructing justice. You have them throwing smoke bombs. You got them fighting the police. You got them breaking barricades. And these wasn't violent criminals. These wasn't violent crimes. So they still should be out. Oh, they served enough time. What the fuck you mean they served? Excuse my language. What you mean they served enough time? I mean, if you guilty, you guilty. Because if I go up there and I storm the Capitol, I guarantee they go lock my black ass up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to figure out. We can go back and forth about Will Biden. He pardoned his son. Ain't no way this man pardoned 1,600 criminals that was on camera that was on camera a threat to our politicians and destroying our government property. Now, if you proud to be American, Proud Boys, Oath Keepers and Proud Boys, if you proud to be American, why the hell would you destroy? Why would you destroy your government, your government's property? Something that you stand tall for. That flag that y'all host up in the air? Why would you destroy it, Because when we ride, y'all look at us, they're destroying their own neighborhoods. Look what they're doing to their community. No, we do peaceful protests. We ride when there's no change being done. And as you see from the 60s and 70s, 80s, that's the reason why we got certain rights that we didn't have before. But the things that y'all doing, man, it's no excuse. And for this man to pardon them, but, it's back to business as usual. It's back to business as usual. So, it makes no sense, but that's the things we gonna be dealing with. That they gave Trump, clemency. The Supreme Court voted on that. This man was just found guilty a week or two ago for his case. And we're basically not gonna give him no jail time. Yeah, he's the president. He can start it after his campaign. After his 4 years is done, he definitely can go to jail. And the case in Georgia, Fannie messed up, Auntie Fannie. She messed that up in Georgia. That man was guilty of that case. Excuse me. So, it's a lot of pay to play going on right here. You know what I'm saying? If you got the complexion for the protection, I guess that's just how it go. Because I know a lot of brothers getting locked up for child support right now that ain't get down. That's all I'm saying. Keeping it real. And he probably was a damn good father. But the system wants its money. The system. Hey. Proud Boys and Oath Keepers, they feel they untouchable now. Let's just see what happens, Let's just see what happens. Trump, you already was elected. You don't need him to vote for you. So I don't see what the point of not letting them finish their term for the crimes they committed. They were guilty of the crimes. It's not like they didn't go to someone with a trial and half of them pled guilty. How can you plead guilty and get pardoned? I'm confused. So did you do the crime or did you not? Did you lie and say you did it just to get the time? Less time? Yeah. This shit is it's about to be a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. Yo. We back. Intellect News Network. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, check out the YouTube. Content will be getting better. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking the rough around the edges out. I'm getting my flow in this thing. But me and the boys, we've been having these conversations. I just thought I'd bring it to y'all. But it's getting hot in here. And we about to check your boy Nelly right now. Nelly, what the hell? Sit up, man. I can't believe you talking about it ain't about the person, ain't the campaign. It's about the house. It's about the government. But man, I hope that money they gave you for performing that Trump inauguration, you go to Missouri with it, go to St. Louis, and you go on and donate that, build some parks for the kids. You know what I'm saying? Donate something to them, give them some coats because it's cold out there. Do some coat drives right now. Going out there and pay a couple of these women daycare bills. How about you fund a couple of them kids to go to college to get up out that situation they in? Trying to make it out of St. Louis like you did. Since it's not about the money. Why are you performing Trump's inauguration? But it's not about money. We know you're having a baby. We know you're having another baby now. No, you just got married, I understand you. You sold your catalog. Hopefully that money ain't gone. I ain't watching your pockets. But I'm just saying, Nelly, I just don't understand why a brother would go up there and perform for somebody that don't give a damn about you. Now, I could speak on the Kanye West situation. The homie Kodak, they all, had their own little angle to why they was in the dealings with Trump. But, to me, you gotta stand for something. You gotta have some morals sometime. Like your morals and values gotta be, worth more than $1. Like you can't put an amount on certain stuff. Like it's $1 amount, you can't put that on certain stuff. Like it's just like, man, I just don't get. Them people don't give a damn about you, your music. You know how they look at us? Oh, hibbity bebop, jigaboo, go ahead and dance for us. He's gonna do a little dance, sing a little song. That's all they want. Come on, man, it's a joke. All publicity ain't good publicity, brother. And that wasn't good publicity. So I hope the money serves you well. Cause you got the right to make your own choice. Live with your decisions. But don't get on there talking about, your ancestors, people of your descent, African American, had to walk through the fire, so you just walking through. What fire you walking through, brother? You performing for these folks. Come on now. Like a jigaboo. Come on, man. We got to do better. Morals and values, my brother. Stand on something or fall for nothing. Oh, come on. I'm just disgusted. One more thing about Trump. And then we're going to talk about the smart city. I'm going to save most of the smart city conversation for the next episode of the Daily Talk with Intellect News Network. But, Trump chose to grant immediate top security clearances to several people, intended to amend the backlog created under the Biden administration. So, according to the announcement, Trump ordered his White House counsel, the president's top legal advisors, to craft a list of personnel who will be immediately granted access to top secret and sensitive information for a period of 6 months. Why just 6 months? These people are also set to receive access to facilities, technology necessary to perform the duties of the office to which they have been hired. Now, how we don't know if they over here taking information, running amok on America, if they over here brewing up something and using that against us. They could be over here researching our information You told me that everything about to go AI. You gathering data. Uh, I mean, what is this being used for? Top secret clearance. But to people we don't know. We don't know if they're American citizens or not. We don't know if they from another country. You just basically granting them top secret. Oh man, that's dangerous. That's dangerous. It's dangerous. That sounds like some Jason Bourne type thing to me. That shit does sound like Jason Bourne. MK. All right. But yeah, so you doing that. While you doing that, you basically putting a immediate freeze on our travel because, he's all about protecting the border. He's basically saying that if you're not for sure that they have the proper documentation to say they're American, then he's not letting them back in the country. So you got people that studying abroad, students that are American citizens over in China, over in Belize, over in France or Paris. You got people visiting their family in Colombia, India, and you basically telling them on their way back, if they ain't got the proper documentation, you're not letting them back in the country. But you about to sit here and grant top secret security clearances to people that's about to be around top sensitive information in technology. Man, it can get ugly real fast. He's also talking about the whole the war on Gaza, that basically he's going to do his best to keep the ceasefire going, but if it falls apart, it's out of his hands. I mean, that's what kind of man we dealing with. You gotta learn to take accountability for some things, brother. You have to take accountability. And on this next episode, we're gonna be talking about how they intended to make Cali a smart city. We have the situation going on with the fire. We also have snow in Louisiana and Texas this week. Now, if you don't tell me something going on with the world, climate control, global warming, if it's not something going on with the world, pay attention to what's going on now. It's pretty strange, huh? You know what I'm saying? They say it don't rain in California, but it's snowing in damn New Orleans and Texas. I can tell you that. They talking about a blizzard, the first ever. So we in some different times now. It's pretty wild. So yeah, protect your peace, protect your mind, protect yourself. Yo. So I want to speak more on the executive orders. President Donald Trump, yes, he's the president now, so we have to call him president. President Donald Trump rescinded 78 Biden-era executive orders, and presidential Mirandas as part of a slew of more than 200 executive actions on the first night of his second presidency. There were a record 42 executive orders, 115 personal actions on Trump's historic first day. So that's what we're dealing with. They say that is 115 personal. I wonder what that, that was basically some things that he said, hey, I don't approve of this, and we will not be doing this. You know what I'm saying? Basically, it was things he wanted to throw away from the beginning. I know one situation he was talking about. He sees seizing funding to other countries, like he's stopping the funding, like I guess the money we was giving to Israel and like the money we was giving to Zelensky. He sees that. Also know he did a hiring freeze on IRS. So he also did that. We talked about the immigrant action that he currently has going on. His economic actions, he talked about that. Another order he talked about, he would focus solely on Alaska for the natural resources. So we're gonna, Trump said he would put an end to Biden administration of electric vehicle mandate, but we're looking to see about that. it just seems like, what he's focused on is the things he promised the people more than, the actions that's going to affect the real people like us, the things we're dealing with as far as interest rates, inflation, like I said, grocery bills, wage increase, and where our tax dollars are going, So they mostly not focused on that. The whole thing with the DEI, that's been drama for the whole last year in the presidency. I feel like Kamala didn't run too strong on DEI. Trump stayed away from it, which is probably smart. But it's the diversity, equity, and inclusion. So it's intended to, give equal treatment, create us equal. That's why they took away affirmative action. Yeah. So discriminant practices, but I don't see it helping any of my people. So it's basically another way of calling you a slur. I put it like that. The transgender action, he basically said, they won't be able to, if you're a male with male parts, you won't be able to participate in female sports. So of course, he has something to do with that. And Biden, he's rescinding the rule that Biden had to where, he allowed Americans to mark X as their gender on their passports, not being classified as either or. And he's rescinding that. So I mean, he's going to ruffle a lot of feathers. It's going to be a long year, long presidency. I just wanted to get on here with Intellect News Network to give y'all a brief description of what's going on lately and what's in the topics of this coming week. So check in with me next time. Like I say, like, share, subscribe. This is Intellect News Network, and we'll be back. Catch your boy next time. Peace.